Hey, welcome back. I just wanted to make a little video and just talk a little bit about surrounding myself with inspiration and what I like to keep around me to sort of keep the fire burning. In addition to just living a normal life, right? You just live life, you're out in the world, you see things, you see people, and that, whether or not you're conscious of it, that inspires what you do. Your brain stores those things up and kind of retrieves bits and pieces as it needs them. But sometimes you get stuck, or I get stuck a lot. So my favorite thing to have around is art books, and I have a whole shelf of them. I have like maybe 15, 20. And I have a bunch of different kinds. So I'm just going to kind of show you the 3 different categories that all of my art books fall into and why I like them. So the first one I want to start with is this, The Art of Wolf Walkers. So this is a movie on Apple TV Plus, I think. It won a bunch of, or maybe not a bunch of, but it was nominated for at least 1 Oscar, and it's an incredible movie if you haven't seen it. But this book is, I mean, it's so incredible. Every single page has something that you can kind of draw off of. The story is really sort of rooted in like Irish Celtic lore, which is really visually stunning because they have a lot of this really like ornate like carvings and things like that, which makes it really just a visual treat. Like you can see this is historical inspiration. So then when you get further in, there's all different kinds of things. So okay, this is color script for the film. So this is sort of generally how the movie progresses in the color. The color script is exactly what it sounds like. I'm sure this isn't the whole thing. I'm sure this is really condensed. But either way, you can kind of like pick a scene. Like this scene right here. Oh, always makes me cry. It's like, it's so scary. This sequence is really crazy. So like when I look at that, like you can kind of see where it stands out. This is a scary time. This is definitely an intense time in the movie. It gets more intense and you can feel that in the colors, which is so cool. So there's also, just like little bits and pieces. A lot of the illustrations in here, like this is sort of from a part in the movie, but it looks different. So this is like the rough, sort of study part, which is, so this, look at all those just like color variations and all the little marks made in all different kinds of colors to make all this movement. It is unreal. Oh my gosh, it's unreal. So in addition to stuff like that, they also have like character design. Like you can see in this one, you can see the legs under her dress, which is something that I'm always screaming about, to draw the whole body and then draw the clothes over top so you know where the feet land, right? So that's really cool. Character iterations, all different sorts of pose sheets. You could just go through and just draw this page out, and that would be an amazing practice. So what I would do if I was going to do that is I would take this page and I would try to draw it exact. I would try to make it look just like that. And then I would take that exact same sort of process, pose, like visual puzzle pieces, and I would use them to put together in a different way, the way that I would use them. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, you guys. Anyway, so yeah, so it's a long book. There's lots in here. It's this big. So it's, it's big, it's sizable, and it's a lot of inspiration. It's pretty to have around. Honestly, if I just feel sad sometimes, I just look at my art books. They just make me feel better. So this is one of my favorite ones. My other favorite one of movies is The Art of Soul, which is also really beautiful, but if I open that, I'll never be able to close it. So I'm going to move on. So this next one is The Art and Flair of Mary Blair. So this is just basically a chronicle of kind of work of hers. So this is going to be all different genres, all different subject matter, but all Mary Blair's take on it, which is so fun. It's just so, I mean, you can see, right? You know, you get it, why it's so incredible. Look at that. Oh, I just want to eat it. Look at all the colors. And you know what I think is so incredible about this piece? I want to take you in. But there's no black. I mean, that's like really dark. I don't know, it probably looks black on camera, but it's not. That's not black. It's just all colors. It's so incredible. Anyway, so I really like Mary Blair, so I'll just flip through, find something of hers, and try to copy it, and that's super fun too. Another kind of book I have, this was my daughter, she's precious, is sort of like how to draw things. And I'll be honest, there's a, you know, I know quote unquote how to draw most things, so you know, there isn't a ton here that's like new information, but what I love about it is that it kind of shows someone else's thought process, which almost always gives me good ideas. So like this, how she builds this little flower, she sort of gave herself a guide and then just fills it in, which, like, you know, this kind of process I've definitely implemented in my own work time after time after time, and it works. You know, it works. And I think this is where I got this from. This is one of the first art books that I ever bought. I bought this in, let's see what year, if it says what year it came out. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, I think it was 2015. I don't remember, but yeah. So now when I'm not, you know, I'm past the point of learning like from the tutorials, and I kind of can do that on my own. Now it's just cool inspiration. So like she has all these super fun shapes. Like even just this is really fun. You know, like it's all these different angles of flowers and stuff. And this now is not something that I really like to draw necessarily, this much detail, but it still gives me tons of inspiration for shapes and different like flowers and, you know, fauna, flora and fauna, or I guess this would be flora, yeah. Wildflowers, yeah. So I guess the moral of the story is to just try to keep inspiration around you all the time, so that when you're stuck, you can go somewhere else and get inspiration from someone else, and then you can move ahead on your own from there. So I hope you find this helpful. I hope you find an art book that makes your soul sing, because it is really such a joy. I'll see you next time. Bye.